I wish I could make reaction videos, but I was born in 1956. I've heard all these songs. What could I possibly react to?
I was worth it, found my purpose, ran from the abyss to the surface, the reward constantly working.
Hey whippersnappers, Brian here to Boomer Reacts. Welcome back. If this is your first time here, thanks for checking me out. I listen to rap and hip hop songs using lyric videos, and then I let you know what I thought about them. So as you can see, I'm doing It's Funky Enough by the D.O.C. It won a poll. I put up a poll of 5 songs that reached #1 in the year 1990. And this poll was not even close. You know, the past 2 polls I had ties. And this one, this song got half the votes, got 50% of the votes. So far and away the most popular song on the list. I know a little about the D.O.C. from doing my East Coast West Coast rivalry series. You know, it's all about death row. So I know that he and Dr. Dre and Suge formed Death Row after the D.O.C. and Dre left Ruthless Records. And I know he was in a car accident. But that's all I know. Maybe this will fill in some blanks. I'm not sure if this song must have come before the accident, because I don't think he rapped for a long time after that accident. And I know he did a lot of writing for Ruthless and Death Row. Okay, I'm going to read a little about the D.O.C. since I haven't reacted to him before, and then we'll get into the reaction. The D.O.C. was born Tracy Lynn Curry in June of 1968 in Dallas, Texas. The D.O.C. first released music as part of the Fila Fresh crew under the name D.O.C. The group recorded numerous songs produced by Dr. Dre, who they'd met while he was visiting Dallas to DJ. In 1987, Fila Fresh crew had 4 songs featured on the compilation album NWA and the Posse, and the same 4 tracks would later appear on the group's album Toughest Man Alive, which was released in 1988. Though the album would produce 3 singles, the group disbanded not long after its release. By this point, the D.O.C. had moved to Los Angeles and become acquainted with members of NWA and Ruthless Records. The D.O.C. would begin using the name the D.O.C. after he signed to Ruthless Records. The D.O.C. contributed lyrics to NWA's debut studio album Straight Outta Compton and performed the opening verse on Parental Discretion is Advised. He also wrote for Eazy-E's debut album Easy Does It and worked with Dr. Dre co-writing The Chronic. In 1989, the D.O.C. released his solo debut, the Dr. Dre produced No One Can Do It Better. The album was very well received by critics and sold well, peaking at number 20 on the Billboard 200 for 2 consecutive weeks. That's good. The album produced 4 singles: It's Funky Enough, The D.O.C. and the Doctor, The Formula, and Mind Blowin'. The first 2 singles reached number 1 on the Billboard rap charts. That was It's Funky Enough and the D.O.C. and the Doctor. Wow, reached number 1. And The Formula has been called the song that invented G-Funk. What do you guys think? Is that true? You know, I usually don't do biographies past the time when this song was released, but I'm curious about the accident. So I'm going to read this little part. In November 1989, 5 months after the release of No One Can Do It Better, the D.O.C. was involved in a near-fatal car crash. Driving home from a party, he fell asleep at the wheel and his car veered off the freeway. The D.O.C., who was not wearing a seatbelt, was thrown out the rear window, slamming face first into a tree. Thrown out the rear window? Is that how it works? And hit a tree face on? Explain that to me. His injury required 21 hours of plastic surgery, and he spent 2.5 weeks in the hospital. His larynx had been crushed, so he could not speak for about a month, and he was left with a different, raspier voice. In a 2015 interview with DJ Vlad, the D.O.C. stated that he was under the influence of alcohol and cannabis and was actually pulled over before the accident, but the police let him go. I hadn't heard that before, I don't think. All right. Okay. I'm excited to hear it's funky enough, because I'm a fan of funky. And this better be funky enough. Oh.
Y'all ready for this? Comes the 2 to the 3 and 4. Then I drop the beat I have in store. Lay the lyrics on the top like a rug. Make it sound smooth and later make a dub. Enunciate well so that you can tell I am not illiterate, no, not even a little bit. Nothing like an idiot. Get it? You want the record? Cool, I'm with it. Let the rhythm take you. Shake it cause it makes you. As I turn the knob to the door you escape through. Going like a gnat, don't be a pup. And I let it play cause dress ain't funky enough. Rasta. Let's get funky, let's get funky. Let's get funky, let's get funky. Let's get funky, let's get funky. Watch the smooth lyrics that take place. If you want another reason why it must be funky, yo, I am not a jackass, meaning not a donkey, so I will play the game like it should be played. Drop the funk and do the mix so the bass will never fade. Ship it to the station in your jurisdiction. Brothers say I'm dope and the others think I'm bitching. No crowd can avoid the D.O. to the C. When I'm P-E-O-F-O-R-M-I-N-G on the stage. See the simple fact is I am dope and known. I rock a funky beat without a chord, so and it's my conclusion. You will enjoy the fusion and I will ascend with the style that I am using. Knowing that it's tough and it's not a buff. I think I'll let it play cause dress ain't funky enough. Hip hop. Let's get funky, let's get funky. Let's get funky, let's get funky. Let's get funky, let's get funky. Dread make the funky hip hop music, so check it. Listen to the kick, popping with a click, and with no rehearsals, I'm dropping funky verses. Stupid with the bitch with the thing that you are relying on. You love it when it battles with the fact that I am buying on suckers. Never come close cause of knowing. There's no stopping the dock when I am flowing, but in the event someone would try to juice this, stop him in his tracks, show him that I am ruthless. I don't give a damn, don't think that I am joking, cause I don't think it is funny when you're messing with my money. And stick but tell me this, you'll try, you gotta stop him, but with no frills, so I just drop him. Continue with the rhyme and make sure I get mine with no static, cause it's so the S&G to get my 9. But lessons have been learned, now I get it all up front and let it play. When the people say, Trey, yo, it's funky enough. Rasta. Let's get funky, let's get funky. Let's get funky, let's get funky. Let's get funky, let's get funky. Deal with the D.O. to the C. I need a break so I can check around. See who the hell that is sitting down. I want all chairs off the floor. And if he stands to the wall, show him the door. And I'm kicking the beat to give you something to rock to. I go non-stop to not to look at the clock. You perceive but can't believe you're being taken. By a beat so cool you start shaking and shivering, cause I'm delivering the answer. Haven't seen if you're a hellified dancer. You tried sitting but it just won't work, cause the beat is so rough. So tell me, tell it, don't be funky enough. Hip hop. funky on the mix now, right? Let's get funky on the mix now, right? Let's get funky on the mix now, right? Let's get funky on the mix now. Hey, put it in the middle and drop it on the one, boy.
Well, that sounds like a party starter. It was really enjoyable. That chorus had a whole lot going on. The women, or the woman doing the, you know, funk, funk, funk. Is that a sample, or is this someone on here that I didn't read about? His story is basically, you know, everybody loves music. Let's all, you know, party and be one. Some braggadocio in there too. What's with the like Jamaican accent? He doesn't have one. So I don't know why it's like Lauryn Hill did that. Was it Lost Ones, where she was sounding like she was Jamaican? I don't know why that bothers me so much. It's like if someone rapped with a Latin accent or a Chinese accent, and they weren't either of those, that would seem kind of like, you know, not okay. So I don't know why they get away with, you know, doing Jamaican when they're not Jamaican. I don't know. That's probably just me, but it bothers me. So great car song. I would be really nice with this in my car. I wouldn't speed. I would be, you know, very courteous to people. I should probably have more songs like that in my car. Yeah, too bad about the D.O.C. and the car accident. I guess, you know, this album was well received, especially, but the first two singles went to #1, and then, like, his rapping career is over. It's a sad story. And explain to me the physics of you go flying off the freeway and you don't have your seatbelt on, and I guess when you make contact with something, a tree or whatever, he goes out the back window and then hits a tree face first. Explain that to me. I don't understand. Anyway, who cares about that? But I am curious. Well, thanks for hanging with me, guys. If you like this kind of content, give me a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.